Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play, episode 44. I am at the village here, and over here we got something interesting going on. It's, well, construction site. Just set up some storage and stuff that might be needed, and started something. I'm not going to tell you what it is though. Just wanted to give you a little sneak peek here, and this will probably take a while to build, so I'll be doing some other stuff in between and check back in here every now and then to let you see the progress. So we'll see what I will actually do for today's episode. I'll be right back when I have a good plan. I think I found a good project for today's episode. I got this wheat farm here, and I believe this was the first forestry farm that I set up, and I still haven't automated it even a little. And also we got a ton of seeds that we aren't really using. So I'm gonna do something about this setup here and make it nice automated and start squeezing some seeds into seed oil, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna begin with clearing out some space underneath here, and yeah, craft up some machines, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be right back. So I have prepared a little bit here. I built a little roof and some space below, and fixed up a little access passage from down here. So we got nice space to work with, and also can keep an eye on the piping between my different farms here. See what's going on. Lots of stuff running back and forth. So what do I want to do here? Well, I got a squeezer. It's gonna be somewhere around here. Maybe like that. And I'm gonna have some tanks perhaps, or I think I'm gonna store the seed oil in capsules. So yeah, I think that would be good. And some engines. I'm going with biogas here, and I want to run both of these machines with the biogas engine. I'm not quite sure yet where I want to place it. If I do it like that, I could use the same engine, because this one outputs, when it runs on seed oil that I am planning to do, it outputs, I believe, 3 MineCraft joules, or whatever it's called, per tick, and well, each one of these can run fine on just one each, so that should be more than enough actually. So that looks good. And what else? Well, we're gonna need supplier pipe on this guy to keep the seed and dirt supply. And we are going to need a provider pipe on this chest, because this harvester is gonna put everything into the chest, so that should work well. And of course I didn't bring any provider pipes, so I'm gonna go get that. And yeah, I'm gonna get some more stuff that I need and think about where I want everything, and I'll be right back. So I redid a little bit here. I moved the harvester to this side. It was on this side of the chest before. And I added a provider pipe on this chest and set up the supplier pipe here to keep some dirt and seeds available. The engine's gonna go here. And I think I'm gonna try to have this engine power both of these machines and the squeezer. I'm not sure how well this will work, but we'll just have to try and see. So now I should be able to connect a wooden pipe, waterproof pipe, to pump out the seed oil and get it up into this engine. That should work fine. And of course I need to put a redstone engine on it and redstone signal. So that's how I'm gonna power this whole system. And then we're gonna need, what else? Well, of course we're gonna need a supplier to keep this squeezer filled with seeds. So maybe right there, and then just connect like so. Yep. And of course I'm going to need to borrow some seeds and say keep. You can keep 32. Why not? And now it should start pulling from the chest, yes. So that's great. And what else? Well, we're going to have to kickstart this engine a little bit to get the system going. And of course I'm going to have some gates to keep to shut down this engine when we have when the chest is full, basically. So that's what's next. And well, yeah, there's one more thing, of course. We want to have a liquid supplier pipe to make sure we have lava inside this engine. So let's see, where can I connect this one? You know, I think I'm gonna move this actually. Yeah. If I do this instead, I have the liquid supplier and that's better. And then from there something like this. Again, keep 32, and this one keep a couple of lava capsules in there. And I'm gonna need, well, I'm just gonna put in this lava that I have. I need to hook up this entire system, of course, to the main system here, because that's where the lava capsules are going to go to, and of course the point is to be able to request like wheat and seeds, and of course we're going to produce some capsules. This is called capsuled seed oil. Stuff like that. So yeah, so we're gonna need to tell this one to provide some capsules as well. Now, as usual, I'm not quite sure if you can put them in through the side or if it has to go into the top to land in the correct spot. You know, I could try it by doing that. And of course tell this one to accept partial requests, and that should pull out that one capsule, and that one lands in the correct spot, so that's good. And last but not least, we're gonna need a provider pipe, and yeah, that's going to be a loop. We need to specify that it can only provide the seed capsules. So I'm actually going to wait with that one a little bit, and maybe I should connect the main line first, and of course get the engine started so we actually have some seed oil. So I'm gonna go prepare a little bit more, well, mostly think about how I want to do this, and again I'll be back. Okay, so I rearranged things a little bit again, moved the pipes here to this side just to make the piping a little cleaner and not have so much down here sticking out from this. So I think it looks a little bit better like this. It does the same thing. And it goes down here, and I'm going to connect it to the main network here, like so. So we're going to see a few more capsules coming in here soon. And I'm going to do this. Yeah, there comes the capsules. Looked like it, yeah. There we go. And I brought... yeah, I missed a few things. Well, we can do like this, just as a temporary solution, because this one's going to be controlled by a gate on this pipe here. And the redstone torch I was going to use to power this engine here, but that's we can do that later. And I'm going to kickstart the system with a little bit of biomass. And it starts working. And we're producing some seed oil. Excellent. And also this stuff is harvesting. Remember, it's when it's running on biomass, it's going faster than with just seed oil, so it should be 5 energy units, whatever unit it is, versus 3 with seed oil. So it seems to be working really well right now. And now that we got some seed oil, we could place down the provider pipe. I suppose that will do. And I can tell it to include only seed oil capsules. Like so. And of course well, we're gonna have to... This one's gonna fill up with 64 capsules in this slot before this tank starts to fill up. So we might need some more biomass before we get enough oil left over to power this engine. But I'm gonna go get some gates and stuff, and so I can fix up the control system for the engine. Looks like we are producing a lot more stuff than we can dispose of. That's just fine. Yeah, so let me go get some gates and I'll be right back. I've started up the engine here to pump out seed oil, and since this one needs to fill up about to the first line there to fill an entire capsule, the wooden pipe is actually going to take oil out of the tank before the capsules fill up, so that's pretty nice. So this engine will start filling up on seed oil once the biomass is used up. So let's see, gates and some wire. Actually, I'm not quite sure how I want to do this, because right now, as you can see, we got a lot of stuff in here. Because I was thinking of setting it up as the other farms, basically, so once the chest is full, it's going to turn the engine off. But at the moment, I think I want to leave it running for a while until we got some more stuff in here. So we'll see. I might just leave it for a while, and once we have a nice supply in here, I'm going to activate the gates. But I can prepare it right now with something like this and some wires. And oh yeah, I should have put the gate on this one instead. The alternative is of course to use one of those structure pipes to get the wire across, but let's just do this. Put that one back, get the gate on there. And I can tell him to send a redstone signal when he's got the pipe signal. And this one, space and inventory, send a red pipe signal. So actually I can pick this one off now. So that gate should keep the engine running, as long as there's room in this chest. So that should be everything. And we'll see how it works out once we got this engine start running on seed oil instead of biomass. It's gonna be a bit slower, but that's okay because this farm is not working all that fast anyway. If we go out and have a look. Because wheat doesn't grow that fast, so in a big farm like this it's gonna be far between each harvesting. I just hope that it actually produces a surplus of seed oil so that it doesn't just waste it pumping in energy into these two machines when they got nothing to do. Time will tell. So I'm just gonna leave this running for a while and we'll see how it works out, and I'll be back with an update as soon as I see some kind of trend. While we're waiting for my little farm setup to do its thing, I thought I'd give you a quick little peek at what I'm doing here. Not much to see yet, but something is taking shape. So yeah, and I think next episode I'm gonna work a bit more on this and on some other stuff that I'm gonna need around here. So lots of this wood. I mean, I got wood, that's not a problem, but I want this specific color. So that's why I'm growing some wood here, some trees. And I think next I want to build a little sheep farm here to get some colored wool. It's going to be used in this build. Yeah. So let's just head back and check out the little farm, and then I'm going to wrap up this episode. And back at the farm, this engine has just switched over to seed oil, and it's still working just fine, so this should not be a problem, not at all. So we're just gonna have to leave this one running and see what happens. So I'll check back now and then on this one and see how it goes, but for now I'm gonna wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I most certainly will be back. So until next time, bye bye!